What's good, YouTube? It is your boy Big Cool coming to you from Colossal Sports TV, and I am back with another video. Before I get into the video, go ahead and smash up that like button, hit that subscribe button, and that post notification bell button to be notified. Also, follow me on Instagram at Colossal_Sports TV. If you hear anything, that's the rain, that's the thunder, the lightning down here in Alabama. Don't be too distracted. Here to talk about some NFL, man. Hall of Fame wide receiver Cris Carter, who I respect as a player, one of the all-time great receivers in the NFL history, says that Mike Evans is a top 5 receiver and not A.J. Green. The comment stems from A.J. Green stating that he's a Hall of Famer, that he's aiming to be the best, the greatest receiver of all time. And Cris Carter obviously disagrees and doesn't even have him in his top 5. He had, I think, Antonio Brown number 1, Julio Jones number 2, Odell Beckham number 3, DeAndre Hopkins from the Houston Texans at number 4, then Mike Evans. And I'm not mad at him picking Mike Evans, who is a beast. 23 years old, 6'5", I believe. You know, in 4 seasons, he has 32 touchdown receptions. Each of his first 4 seasons, he's had 1,000+ receiving yards. He's at 301 receptions in 4 years. So he's on a good pace to potentially get 1,000 catches for his career. He plays for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Jameis Winston is his quarterback. You know, they're both young. They're both growing with each other. And you can look at A.J. Green, who's been in the league since 2011. This is going to be his 7th year, I believe. Or 8th year, excuse me. 8th year. In his career, he has 57 touchdowns. I forget the total receptions. But his career high in touchdowns is 11. Back-to-back seasons, I think it was 2012, 2013. And I believe when you look at his numbers, they're hampered by not having a elite quarterback, or at least a very good quarterback. Andy Dalton is trash. He is trash as hell. Simple as that. And that has been a hindrance to A.J. Green, who is a phenomenal wide receiver. In my opinion, one of the best. I think he's a top 5 wideout. I definitely would want him on my team. You know, good character, hard worker, consistent. A little on the small side in terms of, you know, the stature. He's 6'4", but he's very skinny, but he's tough as hell. He can go across the middle. He can go deep. I mean, he can get yards out the catch. Got a little feistiness to him. So I would take him over Mike Evans, who, in my opinion, is a big-time skill player. But I've seen him drop some key balls. You know, I've seen him kind of shy away a little bit from contact. But he's been consistent. He's played majority of each game, each season since becoming in the NFL in 2014. And I think that he's going to continue to grow, continue to mature, and get better as a football player and a receiver. But I would take A.J. Green, even with the mediocre quarterback play that Andy Dalton gives the Cincinnati Bengals. If you put A.J. Green with Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, any quarterback that you feel is at least elite or top 10, top 12, he will have way more than 57 touchdowns in his career. Way more. That's what I believe. He will have more success in the postseason. You know, because we all know the history of the Cincinnati Bengals. They are nutcases, abysmal when it comes to the playoffs. They lose their freaking mind, and they just seem to fall apart. But for him, he's always cool, calm, and collected. And, you know, at the age of 30 now, he's entering that later part of his prime. But he feels like he's still young. He's still committed, still dedicated, and wants to be a Hall of Famer and the greatest receiver of all time. But I respectfully disagree with the great Chris Carter when he says that Mike Evans is a top 5 receiver over AJ Green. There's other guys you could probably make the case for, and I'm not saying that it's a stupid thing to say that Mike Evans is a top 5 receiver, but I just don't see it right now. Yeah, the numbers through 4 years is good. He got the youth on the side being the age of 23 or 24 years old. But I think that AJ Green is a better route runner. I think he has better hands. Both guys have been durable, really not injury prone. But the upside in Mike Evans, he has Jameis Winston, who is going to continue to get better. And the downside for AJ Green is that he has Andy Dalton, who's going to either stay the same or regress. Leave your comments in the comment section down below, giving me your thoughts on who do you feel is better, or matter of fact, just give me your top 5. Just give me your top 5 receivers. But do you agree with Chris Carter saying that Mike Evans is top 5 over AJ Green, or do you agree with me saying that AJ Green is top 5 over Mike Evans? Yeah. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.